SK Vibemaker.
No One is a song which you said a lot of things on. This was like a brainstorm.
Yeah.
This was a lot of things, man. Was there a lot of rewritten parts of this song, or was this just straight off the cuff, like I'm saying it how I want to say it, no filter at all?
There was only certain bits that were like written, but most of it was just this is how I'm feeling, man. This is what I'm saying. Yeah. And I always been saying this, like if the shoe fits, wear it. If you don't like it, change the shoe, bruv. I'm just saying what is out there, what's real. And I think half the scene is fake because of the stuff I see happen every day. And I just laid it on the track. I just said what everyone thinks. And surprisingly, everybody agreed. Loads of people that I had never even tweeted my music were tweeting it. And that's how I knew I'm relating to a lot of people. Like, I'm not the only one that feels like this. So, you know, I guess I was just the first to say it.
No One Brought Me, showed man. They had PRS, No One Told man.
Yeah, man.
Was there a time, not too recently, when you didn't know about PRS? Is that what you're saying?
So I'm saying when I came in, like no one brought me in. So no one was like, you know, P, come, this is how you make money from music. Like I was an MC for a good few years doing certain things, events and all sorts, unpaid, didn't know anything about that. I was just doing it. So when other men were getting paid and doing certain things and getting played on radio and getting PRS and that, I weren't told. I weren't told about any of that. So yeah, when I'm thinking back to that old school stuff, I'm saying, yeah, no one brought me. There's no one that could say I brang this MC in. No one. There is no one. There's no one that could say, yeah, you know, I taught this guy and showed him, yeah, man, PRS. Like, I come across these things from asking questions like, hang on, what's going on here? What's all this stuff that they're talking about? What is that? Do you know what I mean? No one actually come and just showed me, yo, P, this is what you need to do. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Do you feel like there was people purposely not telling you like that, or was that just like circumstances?
I don't know if it was like just aimed to block me, but I definitely feel like information was withheld and held in like a circle of groups. I definitely feel like that. I feel like sometimes that still happens now, because I don't know if people feel threatened that, you know, new MCs are gonna come through and whatever and take their limelight. I don't know. I don't think shining light on anyone dims your own. I just think you're gonna help someone and they're gonna be forever grateful, and then when you're low, they're gonna help you back. So that's how I think. But yeah, I definitely think back then there was a lot of like not sharing information. Even now it still happens, but back then it was tough. It was one of them ones where you couldn't even get on certain radio stations. Like, certain man would not tell you about if there's a set or not, just not invite you. Like, there was all sorts of petty stuff still.
Yeah, you sent some haters, man, and people that don't wait to get to the top, man. Eradicate them from your circle.
Yeah, man.
It's very easy. It's simple like that. So it's been like definitely over 10 years since your debut project.
Yeah.
The debut project was Coins to Notes.
Yeah.
I feel like it was around 2007 times.
No, it was before that, you know.
Was it like 06?
Coins to Notes was like 05.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was actually 05.
I mean, we're talking about nearly 15 years.
Yeah, Money Over Everyone, the first one, is actually 10 years ago.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But the first official project that you put out is nearly 15 years.
Yeah.
The first Coins to Notes.
Yeah.
I mean, how much would you say P's changed since then, or evolved as an artist?
Changed, not much. Evolved as an artist, though, a lot. I take more things into consideration, so I stopped doing certain things like saying the Nword. I stopped using that. Swearing, I try not to swear as much. I kind of plan out my songs a bit more, so I got involved more in like even the beat making side. Like I would say, you know, add a bridge or add this sound and stuff like that. I remember I had a session I didn't have a session, but I got a track from Swifter. The track was called Mad, but it was originally a beat he had put out, and I was saying to him, you know, look, I'm performing after guys at Chasing Status. I need tunes where you need to be able to play your tune after Chasing Status and it's getting the same reaction. And like I was like, we need to bring in something, you know what I mean? And that's when he started bringing in like live instruments and stuff. So the version I've got of the beat compared to the original beat everyone was playing, it's completely different. The levels are higher. So I noticed like I got more involved in the production side of making songs, my songs. Do you know what I mean? I always like making subtle changes and stuff that I just felt made my music sound 10 times better. And even like mixing and mastering, I never used to care about that. I never used to think that was a thing. I used to just record a tune, and when I got my tune back, that was that. As long as I could hear the lyrics, it was cool. Now, I invest. I get the beat mixed before even the vocal. I make sure the beat sounds tough. Do you know what I mean? So even if you don't hear my vocal, you could just vibes to the rhythm. I think that's the most important bit. So as an artist, I've learned so much. And it's not just about lyrics. It's not just about writing and being a hard MC. Like I used to just want to, get a reload. Now I'm like, nah, bro. I want to tour the world. I want to bring this sound around the world.
I think it's such a conscious decision to not use the Nword and to not curse as much, because that is a very skilled artist, a very skilled MC that is able to do that. I mean, I wish more MCs would follow suit, man. I mean, is it something that you encourage your youngers or artists that are around you? Is there ever conversations like that?
Yeah, I always have like the debates and the arguments like, why you got to use the N-word? Why do you use it? For me, I just think if you ain't going to say the N-word in front of your grandparents, I don't know why you're saying it. Like, for me, is if there's anything you would not do for any reason, then don't do it. Like, just don't do it, because you're being like picky and choosy. Like, so you would perform this song in front of certain people, but in front of your grandparents and that, no, you can't perform it. So then it's like, what? Like, is your music for everyone or not? Then you might as well slap on the artworks. You might as well say that my music's for this people, and not release it then, because I just don't get that. But for me, I just thought to myself, raw, like, I don't get a good feeling from saying it. I learned about it. I asked people that were, grew up in a different time to me, what was it like? What does the word mean to you? And just out of respect for them, I just stopped using it. That's just me. I just thought, raw, if this is what it meant, and that's what it means to you every time you hear it, I don't want you to feel like that when you hear me using it. You look at me weird and think, why are you even using that word? That's not the word for us. Like, you know what I mean? That's not our word. Like, but on the other hand, some people have turned it around and said, you know what, I mean, they're making it not affect them and stuff like that. I hear you. I just think it doesn't need to be used.
On No One, you said Grime MCs doing hip-hop challenges.
Yeah.
So expand on what you meant there, man, because obviously you had some type of feelings towards it, some type of gripes.
I just feel like in a time where everyone's saying, Grime's dead or there's not much going on in Grime, I just think, what is hip-hop challenges doing for you or Grime? The very same people I saw complaining about this kind of stuff were doing hip-hop challenges. And I'm saying hip-hop challenge is cool for rappers, that's cool, but you're a Grime MC. Why don't you do a Grime challenge or something then? Why don't you do that and shed some light or some promotion to the thing you actually do, instead of jumping into a whole new world and doing that and complaining that no one's doing Grime because you're not doing it yourself. You're doing a hip-hop challenge. So that was my thing of Grime MCs doing hip-hop challenges. Like, no one cares. No one, your actual core fan base does not care about your hip-hop freestyle, because that's not what they're into. They're into your Grime stuff. So what's the point? Like, I don't see the point. You're wasting time doing an Instagram freestyle when really you should be putting out music. I think have both. Do the freestyle, but have the music as well. Like, there's artists out there I've seen do a hip hop challenge, and all now I haven't seen no single, no mixtape, no EP, no nothing since. So what was the point in doing it? You're just jumping on someone's wave. That is it. I don't see the point in it. So yeah, I thought, that's my opinion of it. I'm saying it. If you don't like it, that's up to you.
Now, shoot me down if you want to shoot me down, man. But like, are we saying that we're not going to hear P Money on an Afro-Wave type beat, like a J5 production, anytime soon?
If I was on a J5 production, it would be catered more to what I do. Do you know what I mean? Some of the stuff he's doing is, I think it's hard. Like, even when I listen to like Huss's stuff, I think it's sick. I think the music's amazing. I think I couldn't do it. Certain tunes I wouldn't even know where to start. So I'd have to get him to make something that's a bit more for me. I'll definitely have to do that. But there's no saying that I wouldn't work with the producer, no. But in terms of like just making a full Afro tune the way they do, you'll never hear that. That's just not running. That's just not me.
That's not the thing.
I respect it. I rave to it. My son likes it. But I can't actually do that. I stick to what I'm actually good at, and Grime I'm actually really good at.
SK Vibemaker.